Come on then. Can we get the 22 points of damage we need? Let's have a look. No, just one short. So I'm gonna... Well, we'll keep the 2 damage there, and I'm gonna try and re-roll one of these, at least to 1 more point of damage. Let's see if we can get 1 more point of damage. And we get the health as well. That is kind of an ideal roll. What's up guys, John here from the Killer Bits, and today we are taking a look at Children of Zodiarcs from Cardboard Utopia, and is being published by Square Enix as part of the Square Enix Collective, their kind of publishing arm for small indies. Because yes, despite the look of this logo, it isn't a Final Fantasy game, no, it's actually a indie. They pitch it as a story-driven tactical RPG, though there are some kind of Final Fantasy elements, or influences I should say, in there, especially kind of Final Fantasy Tactics and maybe some Shining Force. But as I said, it is a tactical RPG influenced by board games and things like that. It's got this kind of grid-based system. There's a CCG element in there. They say magic was an influence and we have to battle using cards that we create in a deck. Also, there's dice rolls. Yet there's a lot of kind of mechanics behind this. The story element I'm not that bothered with. I haven't really engaged much with the story, but apparently there was this alien race with this fantastic technology which made the planet great, and then there was a war and it was all lost, and we're now living in the age after it, but the evil nobles are ruling the kingdom using this ancient technology, and we are a band of plucky thieves that have gone into one of the palaces and stolen one of these ancient relics. And before we get into the game, I want to do a quick breakdown of different bits and pieces. So options, it's reasonably basic. So this is coming to both PC and PS4. So we have got controller support. As you can see there, it's fairly basic. Languages, we can have English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, and that's about it. Yep. Right, back to English. Escape out to that. Graphics. As you can see, we've got detail level, fantastic. So yes, if you're familiar with indie games, these may look familiar. Fast, simple, good, beautiful, fantastic. Yes, it is done in the Unity engine, but it seems to use it reasonably well. Yep, we're going to apply that. Oh, and it crashes. Okay then, well, we know not to mess around with the graphics whilst we're recording anyway. So controls, here we go. As I said, it is both keyboard and mouse and controller. And as you can see here, we have confirm, select, contextual actions, all this, that, the other. Yes, we can move the game board around slightly. So it is got that kind of slight tabletop feel to it because it's a tactics game, so we're moving around a grid essentially. But you'll see that as we get into it. And I think our best bet is probably to load in. Now, this is one of the things I find slightly weird. It may be because I'm in this, like, trial version. Technically, it's pre-release and that, but there doesn't seem to be an option to save. Even though we've got these 4 empty slots, it just seems to be the autosave. So I don't know whether that's going to be added in once it, is released tomorrow on the 18th. But yes, we will enter this one. So far, I've managed to do essentially the first 4 story missions. And this last mission I was on was a bit of a pig, because everybody was, clearly a level ahead of me, all the enemies. I think we were outnumbered like 4-1, and they all had a lot more health, better skills than us. But we will get into this. Now we've unlocked skirmishes, so I think we can essentially go back to previous locations. So we'll try that in a second. But first I want to show you the party. So it is party-based combat. we have Nami here, who is like the main character. She is known as the, what was it, the Black Flame? Or Ebony Flame, or something like that. So she is our essentially go-to hard-hitting character. So she has stuff like Blitz, which is a quick strike. We have Risky Strike. As you can see there, that gives us 1 free action if we get the special ability. We get plus 10 attack with that. Or we got Knives Out, which is a ranged attack, as you can see by these symbols. A sword is a melee, and bow and arrow is obviously a range. Also, at least 2 out of the 3 characters seem to have a healing ability. So we've got a basic heal. Bryce here is our caster, essentially. So she's got Runa and Damned. So as you can see there, that's can do multiple people by the little icon there. This is a single target type one. And we also have Heartless Cruelty, which, as you can see here, cursed shard dice on target. So basically we can essentially curse an enemy, which, as I've played it so far, isn't that great. It's not that useful, really. And then we have Pesta, who is our kind of... Well, they're all thieves, but he's the most kind of thief-like character. So he's a ranged attack. So we've got Iron Sight, which is a long piercing strike. We have Quick Draw, which is like a ricochet shot. And he has a party heal, essentially. So heals 5 members of your party. And as I said, we can build these decks. So we've got the deck builder. We can have a look at Nami here. You have to have a minimum of 18 cards, but I think we've got an option of up to 22. There you go. So we will dump essentially 1 of each of these, I think. So we can get it down to 18, because there's no particular... I mean, maybe I'll actually have more Blitz, because that's actually more useful. Especially with this character, because having enough cards in your hand is quite important. And this character, it's a bit difficult. Quit and save, yes. Because it's also based on their dice. So let's equip dice. So as you can see here, the dice in your hand have different influences. So we can have a look at F1. This will tell us. So on the faces of the dice, we have a shard, which is the strength of our attacks or our heals. A shield prevents 1 HP of counterattack. So yes, if you're doing melee damage, you have to be aware, if you hit an enemy, they're going to hit you back. Stars trigger special effects. So we saw that on some of the cards. The Iron Sight pierces armor. The Blitz gives us a special ability. So we need to get enough stars to get that special ability. Heart will give us a heal. And some dice have this. Draw a card when rolled. We also have Lightning, which is an extra action. Now, 2 out of the 3 characters have this, so that helps with card draw, which is very important. But the main character doesn't have it so far. And negative symbols, as you'd imagine here. Curse Shard will take 1 away. Takes a card away. Each skull damages the hero for 5 health. So what we could do with is this. We can definitely... We've got a new slot now. After that last battle, I got a new slot, and I want this. Because up until now, I have no chance of getting a card back from fighting. So at least with this one, as you can see here, we've got 2 shards of damage, 1 shard, 2 shields, or we can get a card back, which is what I've been looking for. And we can have a look. She's got another slot as well, so let's add some more cards in for that. Oh, she gets plenty of cards, or I wouldn't know why we'd want to purposely put a bad dice in our hand, but who knows. And with Pesta, we are going to do, so what we got, 1 card, 2 cards. Is it worth having more stars, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with that one. Right, and I don't think there's much point adding new cards to them. Oh, leech, that's new. That is actually new, so that might be worth it. I'm going to get rid of a couple of heartless cruelty, because as I say, they're kind of pointless. And that's vampiric. I'm going to get rid of another one. I'm going to take 3 of those. We can't have more if we want, because we can go over, but might as well stick with the 18 of the minimum. When you're playing card games, it's always best to have kind of the minimum. Bullet hell, yes, we're going to add that in. Oh, and we've got flashbang, cursed shard dice on targets. So far, we haven't actually got any of the support type cards, because if we have a look at the deck builder, okay, maybe it's not that. Maybe we have to go back to stats and then look at that. Will this tell us about the... Well, no, there is something that tells us, you know, the different card types. So reds are obviously the melee, greens are heal, purples are an effect card, and then there's yellows, which are a support card. So far, we've not been given any support cards, but we will have some bullet hells. So I've not really used quick draw a lot. I'll use 2 of those. Actually, we'll have 3 of those. We'll put 1 flashbang in, and I suppose we can get rid of a couple of heals. Actually, he's the party heal, so we'll get rid of an iron sight. There we go. And we'll save that. And now we can go into a game. Also, we will be able to create our own dice at some point, but I haven't unlocked that yet. So let's go back to, presumably this is the first, well, will it be the dungeons? Or is that the palace? I think it may be the palace. If it is using, you know, the same locations. Yes, this is the palace. So defeat all enemies, all heroes are defeated if that's their failed condition. And this is what I'm saying, the palace guards look very much like something out of Final Fantasy. So the controls, as I say, I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, well, essentially just mouse. Left mouse button, I can click and drag. Right mouse button, I can rotate. And as you'd imagine, we can zoom in with mouse wheel as well. So where is everybody? Oh, you 2 are in there. You're over here. So we can do whatever turn order we want. We can start with whoever we want. And these enemies are reasonably weak compared to us. Unlike that last fight where I was, you know, level 3s and 4s against level 5s. At least we're beating them quite easily. So let's get Bryce and let's do some ruining. So actually I'm going to undo that. So you can undo moves. I'm going to put myself against a wall. So at least I can't get attacked from that side. And we'll throw a damned out. No, we can't. Ah, we have got line of sight. So right. Undo that again then. Right, well, can we do damned from here? Yes, we can. And as you can see, this is how the dice rolls work. So I basically press, hold, I grab them in my hand and let them go. So there is a fair amount of RNG involved. So that starting hand I had will change every time I come into a fight. So, and as you can see here, we're doing 21 points of damage. What we could do is try and get some more damage, or as you can see here, we are actually getting an extra card out of this. So, just to show you kind of the reroll mechanic, let's do this one. So we can pick up to 2 dice and we can re-roll if we wanted. So let's re-roll that. Bounces around. And we get a star, which is pointless. So we've lost a point of damage, but you can see how that works. And because it's a ranged attack, we won't actually be countered. But if we, once we've gone through this action, and also our facing position also affects us. So if we went up behind him and we were melee attack, we can actually outflank and do a backstab, which means we won't be counterattacked. But we will face in this direction and they'll probably run up to our side anyway. Because, I mean, the AI is not too bad in this. They will always try for the backstabs. They will always try and outflank you. If it looks like it's not in their favour, they will guard or draw cards if need be. Okay, so Pester, I'm going to... Well, I'll bring him into line of sight, and then we will do... Well, we can do a quick draw. No, we're not close enough. Okay, well, we'll take care of that then. Right, now we'll do a quick draw. And roll the dice. So we're getting 2 bonus cards, and we're doing those 2 extra ticks of damage. So it's essentially base 9 attack with 2 extra points. And actually, I'd prefer to have the additional card, so I'm not going to bother re-rolling. I'm happy with that. And I reckon 13 points of damage we can probably get with Nami. And if we can get her to move far enough, we can probably do that with a backstab. No. Okay, well, she's going to have to go on head-on attack. So let's do something like... Well, let's try for the free move. So we'll do a blitz. So if we can get a star, we'll actually get a free action. And we're looking for 13. Come on, give me 13. Lucky 13. Oh, and we get the star, so we've got the free action. And we've got 15 points of damage. Yes, I'm happy with that. And we don't really need to bother about the counter because we will strike first, he'll die, so he won't actually be able to get the counter off. But, you know, normally it would be 3 points of damage, but we're blocking 1 with our shield. And there we go. And we get our free action. So what we could actually do is... well, we can either guard, which will protect ourselves. We can do a heal if need be. We could do a knives out if this guy was further in range. But I think what we're going to do is we'll guard. And we can pick our position. We'll probably face forward. There we go. So they're all going to gang up on this guy. So as I say, yellow cards are the support cards. So shard dice on your turn. So is he giving bonus dice to... He's giving bonus dice to himself. Okay. And... going for the backstab. Disciplinary action! But it only does 4 points of damage. And because she's a caster, there's no... Oh, and another disciplinary? Oh, is there a guy around there? There was one hiding. Ah! We should have looked at that. But there you go. He's taken a bit of damage himself. And the prosecutor is their ranged character. 2 points of damage. I think we can live with that. As I say, this is a relatively easy fight. We're well over leveled for this bit, probably. So, what we're going to do? Well, you are on 7 health. You're only 9. These are easy kills, essentially, as far as I can tell. So, I wonder if I can just bring you there. I want to try and get you as close to these guys as possible. And we have got a knives out, so we can do this. Also, hold a target is essentially a route. Oh, I thought... Okay, the physics were going a bit squiffy there, but never mind. So, yeah, we'll confirm that. We don't need to bother rooting her if she's dead, or he's dead, whatever. And there you go, we've got a level up. Come on, click, move, yes, thank you. And we're going to face in this direction. Right, you can go there, and an iron sight should do it. Yep. In actual fact, we can probably move further out than that. We can probably go there. Still have line of sight. We'll still get 7 easy. There we go. So whether we can get bonus cards. So we're piercing armor. As you can see, we're doing 22 points of damage. We only needed 7. So what I will do is I will purposely re-roll that. And... Well, we don't need the armor pierce, really. But we'll go with that one instead. Re-roll that. And we got some health out of it. So that's actually paid off for us. We're back up to full health. We didn't get a bonus card, but we got our health back. He's dead. So it's down to the last two. And of course, we're going to face in that direction. And then we're back onto Bryce. And we will bring you round here. Actually, you were the one I was attacking, so it's probably best to get you out of the way, actually. So, oh, this is the, it basically does the attack in a line, like that, as you can see. So we do need to move you. Let's move you to there. Do that. So obviously, if there was 3 of them lined up, we could get multiples, but it doesn't matter. He's dead anyway, and we get a bonus card out of it. Yep. So, literally one guy left, and this is, as I said, an easy fight, really. Enemy's going to come up, try and outflank us. No, he's just picking more cards. So we may be able to get him with one of these. No, probably too far away. Knives out won't stretch. So let's draw cards. And we'll position that. Pester won't be able to do it. I don't think. Eyesight's not quite far enough. No, he's just literally in the wrong position, unfortunately. Because I couldn't have gone... No. So if I go there, it's just going to fall short again. So again, I don't think we need to worry about being attacked. So we'll draw cards and face in that position. And I reckon Bryce will probably be able to... If we get a good strike, we may be able to do it with something like... Oh, they're all ruiners. Okay, then. Go on, then. Can we get the 22 points of damage we need? Let's have a look. No. Just one short. So, I'm going to... Well, we'll keep the 2 damage there. And I'm going to try and re-roll one of these, at least to 1 more point of damage. Let's see if we can get 1 more point of damage. And we get the health as well. That is kind of an ideal roll. And there we go. That's everyone did. And what do we get for that? We get some bonus dice. But that, as I said, that was an easy fight. So, let's try the story mission. So this is where they vary. So if we have a look at F1 again, we can have story missions, side missions, Arena of Zin, skirmish or an elite skirmish, or we can have quiet moments with the heroes. So something like this. This will be a bit of story. Tell me your story. One of these days I'm going to learn the bullet hell technique. Those guards will really have something to worry about. Well, I think we've already picked up the bullet hell. Take my word for it, Pester, the guards aren't impressed by new techniques. They don't even comprehend how the Zodiarcs work. They don't realise that the user's strength of will is what gives them power. That's why you're so good, because your will to live is stronger than theirs. Maybe it's part of the reason, that's for sure. Or maybe fate just smiles more on the beautiful. Since when did you start believing in fate? So there we go. So let's take a peek at the new story mission. As I said, the story is probably what I'd say not impressed with. It's just a bit generic. It's a bit generic fantasy type thing. But the mechanics of it are what are impressing me. So this is where your family lives. What kind of place is this anyway? This is the orphanage. It's family members only, but I'll vouch for you. Might just end up family too, Bryce. Of course, we'll have to jump you in. I promise not to kick you too hard. In your dreams, chicken shit. So, what have we got going on here? This is completely new to me, so I don't know what's going to happen in here. Another successful mission, Nami. You're proving to be quite a capable thief. Any trouble during your mission? You can say that again. City Guard, Black Fang. Good thing I'm such a crack shot, or we might never have made it. Shut up, fool. If I wanted a report from you, I would have asked for one. Nami? Nothing we couldn't handle. Next time, handle it quietly. Whole shambles heard you crossed up Black Fang turf. At least you wasted those fools, and here I thought you was just some back alley pickpocket. You stayed tight. Don't think we didn't notice. You got mad street cred now, Nami. Yeah, as I say, the writing of the story I'm not that impressed with. Boss has a new job for you, one that fits your MO. We're going after the Motherlode, gonna rip off some great Lord Zulta himself. Pull this off, girl. Everything's gonna change. Black Fang, East Side, Wimps. There'll be history. Won't be long until we rule these shambles. So when we initially started the game, we actually start off as Zerkov. He's kind of like the tutorial. He just goes in and messes up some palace guards, and then we get handed over to our party of heroes. Children, huddle up. The most esteemed member of our family has returned to us. Nami, known by her enemies as the Ebony Flame. One heavy-ass ancient paperweight, just as you ordered, boss. Behold, children, a relic of the Age of Apex. This will fetch a high price on the black market. Our little family will all reap the benefits of Nami's triumph. It's going to turn out that he's a bad guy, really, isn't he? Using all this child labour. And who is your new friend? Bryce. Nami says I can trust you, but you're still a grown-up and you smile too much. Haha! I like your spunk, Bryce. You'll fit right in. Is everyone here really part of the same family? You don't look like Nami. We're gang-related. You see, Bryce, on the street, everybody needs somebody to rely on. A family of some kind. I know, I went through it too. So when I got all grown up, I decided to make a place where all the forgotten little children could feel safe. As long as you pull your own weight in this family, I'm the papa. Okay, well, as I said, I can't really stand the writing of the story. Let's get to the fighting. Come on. More relics, yes. Zodiac machines. Nobles are bad, yes. Family thug. Can we just have a fight, please? Are we ready, children? Let's show these dogs how we bite. Right, just get on with it. Come on. Right, so we actually get to play as Zerkov as well. Where's Pester? Probably hiding under his bunk. Nope. So let's see how... Oh, no, right. So this is the exit, essentially. The previous fight I was on, I thought, well, they're out-leveling me, and they have all these great abilities. Maybe it's a rush towards the exit. No, that didn't work. It was one of these, you have to take it slow and steady and make sure you recharge your cards. So, well, I think Zerkov can probably smack these guys around, and he has Death or Glory, so, and 115 health. I don't think he's going to die anytime soon. So, but he has no attacks. He's got heals. No, oh no, that's a Kurt. Let's try this. 15 to 56. But then again, that's 49 health. Okay, so these are slightly more harder. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get 49. 43? Okay, what can we change? These dice are really strong. What's a weaker dice? A 3, and a shield. Let's re-roll those. $44. Oh, well. Okay, well, we almost get him. And we're certainly going to face that way. We don't want the backstab, but at least he'll whoever it is will come in from the side. These guys are 29 each, so we're fairly evenly matched. Let's do a blitz on you. See if we can get our free action. Oh, we get a free action in that sense, and we get some bonus cards. And we're blocking some damage. Okay, I can live with that. So at least we can guard ourselves as well, or draw cards if need be. And what's Bryce got in her deck? Yeah, I'm going to guard in that direction. Right. Let's do... Well, we can take out at least one, I reckon. And I'm going to use the Runa one, that one. So we need 17. Come on, lucky 17. 18, bonus cards. Yeah. Let's do that. And we're fairly separated, so hopefully we won't be hit by a big area of effect or anything like that. And we get a level up. And this has probably been a good first look for you guys. So we'll try and pick off a couple more of these fools. But once again, this is Children of Zodiarcs. Comes out on the 18th on PC and PS4. Hitting for 28. And we've got no counter to it. Ooh. At the moment, as I said, I'm not that impressed with the story elements, but the actual kind of tactical gameplay is fairly engaging. I mean, I think it's the RNG factor, the fact that we do have to kind of manage our cards, manage our dice, so we're not just fighting the enemies, we're also fighting RNG essentially. And it can provide for tough fights, especially when enemies steal your cards and things like that. But there's two spaces between them, so we can't use one of the Ruiner ones, unfortunately. But can you at least back up? What's back up? Back up. Regen and evasion on targets. Well, we're not close enough for that. And we're not going to jump over the fence. So we do have to take out these two ourselves. Death or Glory. Shard dice on you. We need cards, really. Let's draw. Let's see if we can get some attacks. And we will do that. And let's... Let's rotate round. We're not going to get picked off that direction. No. Okay, we'll go there. We can use Knives Out on you. Let's see if we can knock down at least half his health. 13. Ooh, I'd like a bit more. We got to... Yeah, we'll try that and we'll try that. There we go. 15. So it's about half, yeah. We could have rooted him, but I'm happier taking the damage because I think Bryce can finish him off as well. You stand like that. Come on, rotate. Come on, Bryce. And we'll get you to stand there with the Almighty Damned. So 16 damage, we should be able to get this easy. And as I said, previously with Nami, there was no chance of getting cards. At least with the other two characters, Bryce and Pester, there always is a chance of getting bonus cards. And 23 damage. Let's see if we can actually roll another card. Come on, get lucky. Yes, there we go. So yeah, I'm reasonably impressed with this. At the moment, as you can see right in the bottom corner here, this is a plus as a trial version. And there has been coverage on this previously because I think the Kickstarter backers essentially got a backer version, which I don't know if is different or how dissimilar it is to this trial version. Oh, he may actually kill Zerkov. He's definitely going to have to heal up. Where are you going? So this fight is looking like it might actually be tougher than I first thought. All these smaller dudes are kind of will be fairly easy to take care of, as long as they don't rush us down. But see, he was close to getting us. So, like I said, it is... You are fighting the RNG. It is a tactical game. And we are... Aha! Why do they keep coming? Can't teach... Who the hell's that? That's an enforcer. Is there any way of running away? Because they saw... We jumped over there, but I think we're boxed in here. Yeah. I think Zerkov might be biting the bullet on this one. But yes... So, Children of Zodiarcs, link is in the description below if you want to find out more information. I don't think... I couldn't find a price or anything on it anywhere, but I would imagine this is like a $20 game, maybe $30, and from what I've played so far, I've played, what, about 3 to 4 hours, and it's not been too bad. Admittedly, this trial version I think caps out at story mission 9, so I'm literally halfway through this trial version. But yeah, I'm having a reasonable time with this. I'm going to play some more, and I will let you know in the future if it gets better or worse. But if you've enjoyed this First Impressions, you know what to do. You can give us a like by hitting that thumbs up button down below if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more First Impressions like this, obviously you can hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to heal. I think I'm going to heal. Yeah. Give me your heals. There we go. 20 points. And we get the bonus action as well. Yeah, why not? Yeah. So get in touch in the comments below, or you can get us on any of the socials over at the Kilobits. Once again, I'm John. This is Children of Zodiarcs, and I will catch you in the next video. Alright. Catch you later, guys.